Alright, hello to all my family and friends and everyone else out there. Just wanted to introduce myself quickly for those who don't know me, and from there I'll get into the announcement and kind of what my plans are for the future here. My name's Matt, call sign Roar. I'm in the Air Force, currently a instructor in the F-35. I have a wife and 4 beautiful little kids and a great life here living in Florida. My big announcement though for all my family and friends is the fact that I just found out that I have cancer. So my intent with making this video and some other future videos as I go throughout is just keeping all my family and friends up to date with how the treatment and progress is going. Some of my fears and concerns as those happen as well. And it's also just twofold to make videos for other people who might be going through the same thing as far as cancer treatment and what to expect if you just found out that you have cancer. And hopefully by the end of these videos you'll see me healthy and strong and overcome whatever comes my way. So I was recently diagnosed. It's a working diagnosis, so it's not complete yet, but I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of blood cancer where the lymphocyte, which is a type of white blood cell, mutates into what's called a lymphoma cell, and then it doesn't die basically at that point, and then it starts to collect in your lymph nodes and do all sorts of nasty things in your body. As far as my story itself, that my symptoms that I had, so it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, where I had itchy legs for about a week. At that time, about 3 to 4 weeks ago, I was debating on whether or not I was going to be going to Top Gun training or weapons school in the Air Force. Kind of a stressful time in my wife's life. And so I figured it was just stress, like for some reason my legs are itchy, whatever, it's weird. It lasted about a week, and then it went away. The next thing that I experienced is the following week I traveled out to Las Vegas, and as I was at one of the hotels in Las Vegas, I climbed up one of the stairwells, and after one floor I was out of breath, which is not normal for me. And typically as I'm away from my kids for about a week or so, I'm able to sleep in, get caught up on sleep, and feel pretty well rested after that, but I still felt really fatigued after that week. So on my way home from Las Vegas, I also felt my neck. I had a swollen lymph node, but I didn't feel sick at all. So all these things kind of made me question what was going on with my body. So I went and I talked to my flight doctor, and she got a chest x-ray done for me and a CT scan of my neck and my chest. They found out that I had a really enlarged lymph node right here in the center of my chest. I had 2 enlarged lymph nodes on my neck as well. They also found out that I had a large sac of fluid around my heart, which they're not sure if that was due to the lymphoma or not. It's still there, and hopefully we'll figure that out in the next few videos here. And they also found some sort of what they suspect to be a cyst in my brain. So 32 years old and falling apart already. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, those are kind of the initial symptoms that I had. The doctor got the test done, and she said, okay, well, we're suspecting lymphoma based on the fact your blood results came back and you're not fighting any viruses right now. Some other symptoms that I've experienced since then, I had a fever that same night, 100.5, not an extreme one, but enough to consider it a fever. Had night sweats probably every other night, just sweating as you're trying to sleep. Some decent amount of pressure built up in my chest. And then I also lost feeling in the front of my right leg for 1 day, which was really weird. Just went numb for that. So what the doctor ended up doing, she ended up ordering what's called an FNA, fine needle aspiration, where they take a needle and they stick it in different parts of your lymph node and try to suck out as much fluid as they can, and then they test that fluid to see if they see those lymphoma cells inside there. The pathologist that was at the hospital wasn't confident enough to give me a diagnosis, so he sent that sample over to Texas for further analysis. He said he suspected lymphoma, but again, no diagnosis was made. So we ordered a biopsy, where I got this little guy just the other day, where they ended up taking out the entire lymph node, the swollen lymph node. Maybe I'll put a picture up of it, but it was basically 3 inches by 2 inches-ish, when a standard lymph node is less than a ½ inch by less than a ½ inch. So it's definitely swollen. They sent most of that tissue to Texas for complete analysis, but locally the pathologist was able to say, okay, working diagnosis, not complete yet, is the fact that you have Hodgkin's lymphoma. So there's that. There are different types of Hodgkin's lymphoma. A lot of them, well, there's basically 4 main types. Most of them have pretty good prognoses, i.e. I should be able to make it through and be cured completely. Some are not as curable or not as treatable, so we'll see what type I end up having, and we'll take it from there. Like I said, my intent with these videos is try to just answer any questions, keep my family and friends updated with how I'm going. Kind of just for my own personal, just get things off my chest, and any fears or anxiousness or anticipation that I have as you know, I go throughout chemotherapy or radiation therapy or whatever therapy that I need to go through to beat this. So yeah, feel free to reach out. Again, I appreciate all the love and support that my family and friends have reached out already. It's been awesome, just the reaching out, even though it hasn't even been officially announced yet. So yeah, to all my family and friends, I love you. I appreciate the support, and I know I can lean on any of you at any time, so I appreciate that. And I'll keep making videos and let you know how the progress goes. All right, talk to you later. Bye.